Hi guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Tuesday, April 1st, 2014. It's April Fool's Day. I don't do April Fool's Day, so you're not going to get anything weird here. I'm giving you guys an update. I've been trying to make this video. I think I've tried like 5 times and it keeps cutting me off and it's pissing me off, so I gotta make it fairly fast because I'm running out of time every time. Okay, so this is just a follow-up on what's been going on with me lately. Today's the first day. I am 4 weeks post-op internal hernia repair as of yesterday. Today's the first day that I'm back working with my trainer. His name is Brandon. Brandon actually has, he's fabulous, you guys. He's so fantastic. He has been checking up with me. Since the day of my surgery. He actually texted me the afternoon of my surgery to make sure that I was okay and everything went well. That's pretty cool, you know? It's nice to have, he doesn't have to do that, but it's nice that he does. Yes, I'm drinking a very large soda, so everybody can get over it. I don't get soda very often at all. Like, I probably don't even drink a soda every 3 months, but today it just sounded really good. I was out shopping. I'm fidgeting because my back is killing me. So that's kind of the main topic here of this video is my back. So first day back with Brandon, my back's been a total mess. The 2 weeks post-op that I really couldn't do anything except rest hit me hard in the back. I just so happened to have a follow-up scheduled with my pain management doctor last week on Thursday, which was going to be like a 2-month follow-up from my prior injection, which has actually ended up being a little bit more than 2 months. And I'm so thankful that I had that scheduled because she injected me again on Thursday. I did get bilateral SI joint injections, by far the most painful injections I've had yet. As soon as she put me under the fluoroscopy, she's like, "Oh yeah, this looks not good." I have a lot of inflammation through my entire lower spine. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, I have a pretty severe back injury that I was dealing with like back in December or whatever. It started in October and it took from October to January when I finally got to see the pain doctor and start getting injections and to really like get relief from it. I actually have an L4-5 disc herniation, and I have severe spinal stenosis at that level, as well as what's been seen as on the level below, which is the L5-S1. So, I have a bad back for someone 34 years old. I have morbid obesity to thank for my bad back. That's the root cause. The diagnosis from my for my injury is just carrying too much weight for too long and being athletic and active, and it tore my back up. So anyway, saw my pain doctor initially, who I had 2 epidurals and a set of SI joint injections. And she recommended me starting with my trainer. Started with my trainer, back pain completely gone, no problems. Had surgery, sitting on my butt for 2 weeks, and my back is horrible. So, got SI joint injections. Saw Brandon today. Basically, it only took 2 weeks for my body to kind of start to decondition itself, you know, to the muscles start to atrophy and get weaker, and so now it's a catch-up game. It's playing this game all over again. The pain doctor said probably going to need to come back and get an epidural in a couple weeks. My plan is not to have that. My plan is to hit the gym hard the next couple of weeks and do all the things that I did to get it to where it was, and see if in 2 to 3 weeks I can be pain-free without the epidural. You know, my doc is there if I need her, which is I'm grateful for. But, you know, who wants to go get epidurals? They're not fun, man. I got to take somebody to drive me because I can't drive after it because she gives me so much medicine. It kind of makes your legs feel really dead, like really heavy. It's just a freaking nightmare is what it is. It's a mess. So, anyway, hopefully I don't have to do that. So the one thing I want to talk about, I went back to the gym last week. You guys know I did a video. I talked about I was back in the gym last week. How rough it was. It was rough. I couldn't run. I couldn't breathe. I think I had a bit of a cold, and obviously still recovering from major abdominal surgery. This morning, I went in before I worked out with my trainer. I do that every week when I work out with him. I always go in like an hour ahead and I work out before I see him because he doesn't really work me out so much as just he teaches me what the next thing is that we're going to do. And he kind of leaves it up to me to implement the things that he teaches me. So the half hour I have with him is more of an educational piece, which for me is perfect because I'm I like to work out alone and I don't really need somebody like pushing me and yelling at me or whatever certain trainers do. I just need the educational part. Tell me, show me, make sure I'm doing it correctly, and let me go. I can do I can do it on my own. I don't need the motivation and encouragement. I can motivate myself. At this point, I know how to manage myself in that way. So, I got on the treadmill this morning, and before my surgery, I was running at a 5.0, and I want to be back running at a 5.0. I've been, I went to the gym last week. I ran. I didn't run at a 5.0, but I ran at like a 4.5 and a 4.7, and it's just my mission today that I was going to do it. I wanted to run a mile at a 5.0. You guys, I got on the treadmill, and I got 3/4 of the way through my mile, and I was like, dude, I'm so comfortable. I'm kicking the speed up. So I finished my last quarter of a mile at a 5.3. It's amazing to me how quickly our bodies respond to activity and how quickly you can really get back into the groove, I know there's a lot of us out there who kind of like fall off the wagon and we want to get back going again, and you think, oh, I'm never going to get back to where I was. Yeah, you are. You just have to put in the work. You just have to be there, be present, and do it. I didn't want to be there last week. God knows I didn't want to be there last week. But it paid off for me because I feel so much stronger this week. I really feel like I'm back to myself again. Aside from my back hurting, of course, but that's a whole nother thing. So, yeah, I feel really fortunate. I feel like, you can push your body in so many ways, and it's just really impressed me how quickly it responds to everything. I did my entire workout today. I did a mile run plus I have a whole prescription sheet of core exercises that I do, which are directly to strengthen my back. I do squats and lunges. Actually, my squats are wall squats, so I'm up against the wall and I squat down to kind of hover on, like my butt barely touches like a thing that's so many blocks high at the gym, And so I was able to do those today without any difficulty. And I did my resistance training, which is all pretty much arm stuff at this point. And I had no trouble with any of that. So it just feels good I'm back into the groove, I'm getting back into the groove. I already have my gym bag packed for working out after work tomorrow, which is a huge thing for me. If I don't get it packed before, I ain't going to be going when I'm done with work. So that's ready to go. I'm setting myself up for victory this week. I've got some good foods in here. I got my lunch ready to go for tomorrow at work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. This is the hard part. As you get further and further out of surgery. So, it just takes work. It takes work. It never ends. The work never ends, and I can't stress that enough to you guys who are new. Don't be thinking that you're going to lose this weight and it's going to just stay off. No. It's an everyday grind to keep it off. It's every single day. I have to remind myself every single day that what I eat and what I do movement-wise counts. And, you can't slip up too much before the scale starts to creep up on you. And so you got to rein it back in. And I've been really fortunate that I've been able to stay on top of it. And I fully intend on to stay on top of it for the rest of my life. I mean, it's the commitment I made to myself when I decided to have weight loss surgery. And, losing over 200 pounds, yeah, that's a big deal. It is a big deal. And I want it to continue to be a big deal. So I don't want to get back to where I was. And, I think that helps that I'm scared to death of ever being like that again. So I tend to do what I'm supposed to do. The only other thing I wanted to say really quick before my time runs out is that I hope everybody who's going to Tampa for the meet and greet has a great time. I wish I was going. I so wish I was going, but I'm not. Someday I make it my mission to go to a meet and greet with everybody. I would love to just hug so many people and hug and hug and hug and hug and hug. But I can't, so here's my virtual hug. I love you guys. Have a ball, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.